The other side. How close to the zip? Thanks. Okay, everyone, please say 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good evening to everyone, and nice to see you all on this beautiful Friday evening too. We are here to practice noble, pure, non-sectarian meditation technique, bhavana. Then during the last week, we started practicing the first step. So now gradually we are going to practice this breathing meditation practice continues for 4 months under 3 steps. So this very practice, we will practice it. So for 4 months under 3 steps. So we have to determine to practice it very diligently for your own benefit and for the others' benefit too. I sincerely wish, may this session also give you a great support for that growth. Right? With that wish, we are going to start today's meditation session. So, dear Dhamma friends, I have to wear a mask today because I got flu at the beginning of this week, right on Monday, but still I have some little coughing and little running nose, so I had to take care of it. So that's why. Then everything changes. As I always mention, this body is subjected to change. You get old, you get sick, and you pass away. So these are these are the situations in life. Nobody should get frustrated because of these things. Whenever you experientially understand that this is the reality, you have to face them with a balanced mind, right? Balanced mind. So then, uh, so ardently, we are going to practice the first step of breathing meditation. Dear Dhamma friends, when it comes to the first step of breathing meditation, what you have to do is you have to pay your entire attention to the breath which is coming in and going out. When the breath is coming in, you have to give your entire attention completely, right? So without letting the mind wander here and there. So keep your entire focus on your incoming and outgoing breath. Right? When the breath is coming in, be fully aware that the breath is coming in. And then when the breath is going out, please be fully aware that right now the breath is going out. If it is long, please be aware that right now the breath that I'm experiencing is long. It's a long breath. And if you are experiencing a breath which is short, right? Please be aware that the breath that I'm experiencing right now is short, right? If it is gross, if it is soft, please let it be so. Just keep on observing. And as I mentioned last time too, this is not an exercise. So here, when you try to focus on the breath, when you try to focus on your breath, let the natural breath to come and go. Let the natural breath to come and go. Your job is just to observe it as it is. So if you forcibly take, breathe in and breathe out, later on, if you cannot focus, I will teach you so systematically how to do that to cope with those situations. But basically, the technique is to observe the normal natural breath as it is. So when the breath is coming in, let it come naturally without any effort. The breath doesn't need your help to come in and go out. It is, you can say that it is a property of you, and at the same time you cannot say that it is not a property of you, right? So let it come as it is, naturally, normally, as it wants. According to the mentalities that we have, our breath changes. If we are angry, our breath becomes hot. If we are in fear, our breath becomes tensed, right? Then if we are calm, our breath becomes soft, right? Soft and cold. And like that, there are various kinds of natures of this breath, according the way how it behaves, right? So let it come naturally, let it go naturally. Your job is just to observe the breath as it is, right? Not to control the breath, right? So just let it come, let it go. Your job is just to observe, okay? And sometimes, sometimes the breath might come through your right nostril. Sometimes the breath might come through your left nostril. Sometimes the breath will come, might come through your both the nostrils. Be aware as it is and observe them. Observe how it comes and goes out as it is, right? That's what you have to do, and give your entire attention. Whatever the thoughts that comes into your mind related to various kinds of other things, let those things go. Put them aside for some time and keep on developing your concentration, your focus very ardently, giving you everything. And develop the one pointedness of your mind. The mind is not the mind is not something easy to control. It can be Buddha compared the nature of mind. Uh, I mean, Buddha compared the nature of our mind into various kinds of beings. I mean, behavior pattern of various kinds of beings. Buddha said once. Buddha said the mind is just like a monkey. You know, when the monkey climbs to a tree, right? So it cannot stay. It cannot sit on one branch, right? It always wants to jump to another branch, right? So it jumps from this branch to another branch, and from that branch to another branch, and from that branch to another branch. That's how it behaves. Just like that, the mind is the same. It jumps from one thought to the other one, right? So nowadays that frequency has become, I mean, uh, fast, right? Because of the so digital usage, right? I heard uh, one university had done had done an experiment about the impatience of people. They let uh, so they let I mean they used the whole amount of students in that particular university. I mean, whole number of students in that university, and they checked how long that they could how long that they could stay calm before 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 reacting to a I mean delay of one video. I mean, so there is a video which is uploading, and it was intentionally, I mean, delayed, right? To to experiment the uh, to do the experiment, and then they checked how many students. How many students would I mean close the window before they I mean how long will they stay before they close in the window, I mean before they react to the downloading delay of that video uploading. And at that time they figured out within 5 seconds many students already showed signs of impatience, right? So, and then within a short period of time, half of them gave up their effort. They didn't want to wait. They didn't want to wait. They wanted everything so very fast, right? So that's how it is. The world has become, I mean, more impatient now. So the mind is the same. It is just like a monkey. It wants to jump from one thought to the other, and from that thought to the other, and from that thought to the other one. And it is just like a wild elephant. The wild elephant. I mean, here the wild elephant means not all the wild elephants. I mean, the wild elephant which was excluded from the retinue herd. So the one which was excluded from the retinue, it is very dangerous. It attacks whatever the human being or the animal or the tree which comes in front of it. When it has the angry mood, so it attacks all those. Live or non-live, everything. Just like that, when someone has an untamed mind, right? That person can harm as many as people that person can, right? You know, uh, you might have heard about the stories of serial killers, right? They are just like the human beings like us. So how could there are certain people who occasionally do crimes, but these are certain people who do crimes again and again and again and again, right? So again and again. So why such kind of things happen? Because of the untamed nature of the mind, right? So even let's say, suppose someone does a crime one time during lifetime, still that happens. Why? Because that person couldn't control one's own mind, right? It can, when the mind is uncontrolled, when you let it roam here and there, just like an wild elephant, so its negativities can grow to a level that can harm each and every person that that particular person will associate throughout that person's life. I'm sorry. Then uh, the mind, the untamed mind, it is compared to a water which is not still, distilled water, right? So when there is a, I mean, when the surface level of a water is not still, can we see the depth? We cannot see the depth. Just like that, the the untamed mind doesn't have any clarity. Sometimes it cannot figure out what is right and what is wrong at once. Right. So that's why that's 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 another danger inside the mind, lack of clarity. Then uh, you know uh, uh, so in California we have fires every year. So if we take Napa Valley, so during the summertime we always expect a news from Napa Valley about a wildfire, right? Wildfire. So because of wildfire, houses burn. If if we take something out of that house, that stays with us. If not, all the rest inside that house, so which you didn't take out, they'll go go along with the god of fire, right? Then it is the same with the untamed mind, right? If the mind is untamed, gradually our negativities will overpower us. When the negativities overpower us, they not only um, so not only they grow, they also destroy even the positivities that we already do have. It is just like destroying the valuable things that you have, uh, so that you couldn't take out from your home, right? Before the fire. Therefore, you have to work very hard to control this untamed mind. But you don't have a very long time. We only have a very limited life. This is the best thing that we can do for us. You may do various kinds of other things in life, but finally, all those material joys that you experienced, things that you collected, right? All those things, and the fame that you get, praises that you get, feelings that you experience, all of all those things will go in the wind, uh, without any return. The only thing that you will take with you is, uh, so take with you is the developed mind. So for that, you have to work ardently. Time is very limited. And when you practice, always try to understand the technique very well. And don't try to don't try to visualize the breath. You cannot visualize the breath. You can't see. And at the same time, uh, so don't, as I mentioned earlier too, don't forcibly breathe in or breathe out. This is not an exercise, right? And don't practice any kind of a verbalization for now, right? So words and the experience, those are two things. So therefore, as I mentioned last week too, please give importance to the experience of breath. Experience of breath. And work very ardently. Work very ardently, as I always mention, for your own betterment and for the betterment of others. With that determination, everyone, please get ready to practice today's silent meditation session. Please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm and let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom and bottom to top. Now calm down. First, I will pay our sincere respect and gratitude towards Buddha. And after that, we'll begin today's silent meditation. Everyone, please calm down. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho viññācarana sampanno sungato lokamido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussanang buddho bhagavati swakato bhagavata dhammo sannittiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko maccatang veditabbo viññohiti supanimangno bhagavato savaka sangho Unumani pangno bhagavato savaka sango. Nyaya patipangno bhagavato savaka sango. Sami chipani pangno bhagavato savaka sango. Yadinang chattari purisa yugani atte purisa puggala. Ese bhagavato savaka sango. Ahuniyo pahuniyo dakiniyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyaketang lokasati. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a very patient, very peaceful mind. Everyone, please start your meditation right now. Everyone, please pay your entire attention to your breath. When the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. When the breath is going out, please be fully aware. Stay always focused on to this breath, present breath, this moment, current moment, now. Keep on maintaining, developing your concentration. May you be able to develop inner peace, inner happiness deeply within. Everyone, please start your meditation right now. Please start your meditation right now. Now, if your legs are hurting, you can change your posture. We are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. In brief, if your legs are not hurting, just stay the same. We are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. First, let's share our loving kindness with yourself first. Please think, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Please think, may my mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people. Neutral people are the people who don't belong to the category of friends, at the same time enemies. Please think, may all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people. Neutral people. Mm. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. Let your past go. Let your grudges go. And try to spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. Please think. May my enemies be well. May my enemies be happy. May my enemies be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. Enemies. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Let them be human beings, animals, or any other visible or invisible being. Let them have any difference without any discrimination. Let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. All the beings in the world. Please think. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful, very calmly. Please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings, all the beings, all the beings in the world. Please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Bhavatu Sambe Mangalang Rakantu Sambe Devata Samme Buddhanubhavine Samme Dhammanubhavine Samme Sanghanubhavine Sada Sutti Bhavang Tutti. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, everyone, please calmly open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax. Now, please join your palms together and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. So, when we say sadhu, 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 sometimes the newcomers might think what we are doing here. This is an ancient tradition that you're following, and if we say sadhu at the beginning of any session, that means we welcome everyone, right? But if not in the middle or at the end, when we say sadhu for 3 times, what it means is we appreciate. It's a way of saying thank you, but it's beyond saying thank you. It's a way of actually, even though we just say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu 3 times, so in that action, you rejoice in the good thing that you are participating in, and you show your appreciation. You also rejoice in the you also I mean try to absorb the positive energy that you accumulate through that positive action, right? And it's also a way of encouraging, right? So that's why we say sadhu in the middle or at the end. Even during the Buddha's time, when Buddha gave certain Dhamma teachings, at the end we can see the people who rejoiced in Buddha's teaching. If even though Jain Mahavir, then there were various kinds of teachers. When they said something, we can see uh, people saying these 3 words: sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. In Sanskrit, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. What it means is the same, right? So we follow it because it's good, and it helps us in the practice, right? Okay. Then you can take the small break. Want to go to the bathroom? Please go. If not, so you have. I can give you 3 minutes, and after that, please come. We are going to learn today about benefits of meditation according to the Dharma and according to the science. We cannot describe the whole thing. It's just like a sea, but just several points which we need to know, right? Okay, please get ready. Okay, you can, if anyone wants to go to the bathroom or drink water, you have time. Okay, everyone calmly. Please say it 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, uh, hope you could have, you could tame your mind at least for a short period of time during the silent meditation. It's not easy. You're fighting with yourself. This is not an external war. This is an internal war. And thousands of I mean um, so thousands of enemies that you cannot see with your naked eyes come and fight with you. They have been fighting with you for a very long period of time. Very long period of time. You have got defeated uncountable number of times. But during those times, you didn't have any weapon to uh, since we didn't have any weapon to fight with them, right? So we were always got defeated because of those. But now you have found a weapon. So the Buddha, who really recognized the weapon, the meditation, so he gave it to us, saying, Buddha said, Ekayanu in those days language, Buddhist language, Pali, Buddha says, Ekayanu ayang bhikkave maggo sattanang visuddhiya soga pariddevanang samatikkamaya dukkha domanassanang attangamaya nyayassa adhigamaya yadidang chattaro satipatta. That means nibbana satchikiriyaya yadidang chattaro satipatta. What is the meaning? This Buddha says, "Oh dear Dhamma friend, so this is the only way. This is the only way for what? Right? For what? This is the only way. Sattanang visuddhya, to purify the one's own inside. Right? So to purify one's own inside. What does it mean? To operate your inside and take out the negativities. So that's how you purify your inside, right? So it doesn't matter how one is a Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, Muslim, atheist, or agnostic, or anybody. So this is the way to get rid of. This is the way to get rid of. So all the negativities inside your mind. Right? Sattanang visuddhiya. Soka pariddavanang samatikkamaya. Right? Soka pariddavanang samatikkamaya means soka means sorrow. Right? We have greed. Whenever we don't meet the expectations, what is the emotion that we generate inside the mind? We become sorrowful, right? We become sad. We are not happy, right? You expect something, it doesn't happen, something else happens. Are you happy? Do you jump up and dance and say, dance and shout, oh, what I thought it didn't happen, something else happened? What do you say? What do? You sit down and so cry with tears, right? Tears on your cheeks. So that's that's what happens when something unexpected happens. So soka paridvanan, some remorse. Remorse means, oh, this happened, this didn't happen in the past, right? Like that. So we have that nature inside us too, right? So this thing, I expected this thing to happen, it didn't happen. something else happened in the past. So if I did this, so I would have gotten this result. If I didn't do this in the past, I wouldn't have gotten this result right now, right? So like that, we feel remorse, all those remorsefulnesses, and then sadnesses. So they get they they won't get an opportunity, right? So to expel all those kinds of sorrows and remorses, right? Whenever you come out of all the negativities, so you won't leave any space for any space to do any action that can bring you any remorse or sorrow, right? And then, so paridvaman samatikaman, dukkha domanasa, then dukkha domanasa nang attangaman. Then to uh, to end your suffering, right? So this is the only way to end your suffering, to purify your mind, right, completely, and then after that to come out of all the sorrows and to end, to put an end, right, to claim an end to all the sorrows and remorse fullnesses of your life, right? And nyaya sadigamaya. Nyaya sadigamaya means to understand the true nature of things as it is, to obtain the wisdom about the nature of things as they actually are. This is the way. And Nibbanasa Satchakiriyaya. This is the way to attain real peace, real happiness. Yeah, what is that way? Chattaro Satipattha. Mindfulness on the four foundations of mindfulness. Basically, in brief, mindfulness on body, and developing mindfulness on body, and developing mindfulness on mind. Right? So you develop mindfulness on body, and you develop mindfulness on mind. That's what you do. That's what you say as meditation, right? That's what we are doing right now, right? And once uh, once there was one monk called Vakali. You know, everybody have fans. Buddha had a lot of fans, and Buddha was Sakyan, and he was taller than the others when it compares to other. I mean, um, so contemporary Indian people. Even nowadays, Sakyans are taller and more fair skin, right? So, uh, and at the same time, he had various kinds of nice features that he got because of his past good karma. So he was so beautiful to see. Certain many people became admired the Buddha because of his teaching, and among them, there were a few people. There were a certain group of people who liked the Buddha because of the way how Buddha appeared. Since Buddha looked handsome, so they liked the Buddha, and they became the fans of the Buddha. So once there was one such kind of a fan uh, of Buddha's, Buddha's look. His name was Vakali. You know, uh, uh, earlier I didn't understand how this could have happened, but uh, um, in Karnataka state there was one famous actor. He passed away suddenly, and then I got to know that three of his uh, uh, fans, ardent fans, also lost their lives because of that incident. Right. So certain people, Edo, when they became fans, so it becomes very serious, right? Uh, right. Somehow, what happened was Vakali wanted to see the Buddha closely, but since he was a layperson and he was not a royal official or I mean minister or the king of the country, he didn't. He only saw the Buddha. Uh, so at staying at a distance. So he didn't get the opportunity to see the Buddha well. So he thought of a way to see the Buddha closely. So then finally Vakali understood the monks and nuns, they get the opportunity to see the Buddha closely. Then Vakali decided, I'll become a monk. And then after that, I can see the Buddha's look, appearance. I can enjoy the Buddha's appearance every day. Seeing so, Vakali became monk. Now, where the Buddha went, Vakali also went after the Buddha. But he was not practicing. The Buddha recognized that Vakali is only following the Buddha and glaring at his appearance, but he is not practicing. So one day, Buddha intentionally uh, ordered Vakali to stay inside the temple, and he went along with the other Bhantes. Hearing, I'm so seeing the Buddha's rejection, seeing the Buddha's rejection, he felt very bad. He felt very sad. Finally, Vakali decided that he was so frustrated and so heartbroken. He went, he decided to, end his life. Thinking so, he went to a mountain called Vulture's Peak to jump and end his life. At that time, the Buddha went and appeared in front of Vakali. When he was just about to jump, Buddha said, Vakali, so don't do this. You have to understand this factor. Even though you stay, so you glance at me, um, so even though you glance at this body with flesh, right? For 100 years, you are not going to see me. If you really want to see the Buddha, see the Dharma within, right? Understand the Dharma through your practice within. Then, when you see the Dharma, you will see the Buddha. If you really want to see the Buddha, see the Dharma within. Vakali understood. After that, he stopped following the Buddha, practiced ardently, and finally attained the enlightenment. So, if you really want to see the Buddha, you cannot see the Buddha. Yes, we need the Buddha statues and everything to, symbolize the Buddha. But the real Buddha, we cannot see the real Buddha through them. If we really want to see the real Buddha, we have to see the Buddha through our own practice. Okay. Then this is a way, uh, another benefit that you can gain by practicing meditation is you really get the opportunity to understand who actually the Buddha was, right? Not how he was physically, but actually according to Dharma, how he was, right? How he thought, right? So you will gain the ability to understand those things when you practice meditation. And when you practice meditation, according to the Dharma, so it leads to the right understanding. Whenever, um, whenever we real later, later on, we will understand certain things when we are practicing, while we are practicing breathing meditation, and after that, you will start practicing vipassana meditation. When we practice these meditation techniques, so you will gain more and more right understanding about the things. Whenever you develop right understanding, then you are bound to develop right concepts. Then right concepts are bound to help you to develop good verbal actions and good physical actions both, right? And then at the same time, so that very right understanding and right concepts, they are bound to lead you towards the enlightenment, right? And then at the same time, your meditation practice helps you to come out of all the negativities and develop positivities. So when you practice this meditation technique, so you will remove your negativities, and after that, there are, as I always mention, there are four great positivities that we develop inside the mind. What are those four? Loving kindness. You had write those things down. Yeah, loving kindness, compassion. Yes, appreciative joy or sympathetic joy, and equanimity. Very nice. Good job. Good students. And then after that, several benefits according to science. I teach these things because I want to encourage you, right? Uh, the, uh, uh, automatically you are bound to enjoy all these things when you well practice, right? Somehow, when you get to know about more, when you gain more and more knowledge about these benefits, then you'll get more motivation, right? So these are the results of various scientific experiments. If you want, you can write these things down. Shaka, please write these things down. Right. So so during meditation, brain scans show increased activity in regions directly correlated. I mean, indirectly correlated regions with decreased anxiety and depression, along with increased pain tolerance. Right. So during the meditation sessions, so they took so this experiment happened. I mean, this is one of the not earliest experiments. Like this experiment happened in 1980s, around that time, right? Now there are various kinds of experiments they have done, but I always use this one first because I want to pay tribute to the scientists who did this experiment. So it is um, one of the famous ones, which became popular during that time, right? So, so brain scans, but you have to understand, this is not the first scientific experiment that they have done. The first scientific experiment on meditation was done in 1935, 1935, by I forgot the names of those two scientists. Somehow, the first one was done in 1935, but there were no experiments regularly. Uh, so, uh, more and more experiments came into light after 1960s. There was a period of, I mean, was a spiritual period in United States. Some spiritual experiments went into very bad turn. At the end, they turned into very bad. Uh, experiences. But somehow during that time, so there were so many experiments on meditation too. For an example, have you heard of John Kabat-Zinn? Right, John Kabat-Zinn. So during that, um, he became popular. He started to become popular at that time, right? But there were various kinds of other teachers. Like, it was uh, a time where certain uh, certain bad teachers also existed, right? I don't want to go into details because it will take more time, right? Okay. And then right, then default mode network, right? So default mode network, it's up here. So in particular is activated when one's mind is not so when one's mind is at rest and not focusing on the outside world. Right? Whenever we close our eyes, right, when we are not focusing outside, right, then the default mode network becomes active. And then it has been found to improve memory, self awareness, and goal setting. Then, with such kind of posture, when we are practicing meditation, what happens is it develops mainly three things. First one is it develops memory. Second one is it develops self awareness. Third one is it develops goal setting. Right? They have found that the meditators can set long goals, right, and achieve those things. So thanks to their practice. And meditation also changes the shape and the size of brain. After 8 weeks of meditation, gray matter was more dense in areas associated with learning, memory processing, and emotional regulation. One scientist compared brains of some Buddhist monks with several new meditators. They found the region of brain, which is associated with empathy, much more pronounced in monks. Right? And meditation literally changes your brain waves. We can measure those frequencies. Um, those monks had a higher number of alpha waves, which were shown to reduce feelings of negative mood, tension, sadness, and anger. Alpha waves means what? So when we have the emotions of loving kindness and compassion, we generate alpha waves, right? And then it also helps to slowly age, right? So, so in our cellular level, right? In our cellular level, so there is a so small uh, small so item called telomere, right? So it wrinkles slowly, right? So when it wrinkles more and more, what happens is we look old, right? But we look younger if we practice meditation. If you want to stay young for a long time, look young for a long time. Nobody can stay young for a long time. So, and you can get help with that if you practice meditation. And according to the National Institute of Health, it has done various experiments. Um, According to those experiments, they haven't found out various things, but I cannot elaborate everything. I just picked four of them. Right. Daily meditation increases blood flow to the brain. So they have found out daily meditation increases blood flow to the brain. So that's one thing. Uh, and then it also decreases blood pressure within first 10 to 15 weeks of practice. Right. Within the first 10 to 15 weeks of practice, so the blood pressure decreases and then helps to prevent cardiac events, kidney failure, etc. And finally, improves cognitive function. Improves cognitive functions. So these are the benefits, dharma wise, and at the same time, dharma wise and science wise, that we can get. But we should not seek for those goals. You're bound to get those things somehow, right? If you want to go to Los Angeles, uh, even though you pray or not, you're bound to pass Gilroy. You are bound to pass all the other towns on the way. Just like that. So when you honestly and ardently, with dedication, if you keep on practicing, you're bound to enjoy all these kinds of benefits on the way. Let, it, let them come to you. If you focus closer, you will only go to that level and you will stop. But if you look longer, so and if you aim longer, and you'll go long too, right? Therefore, always focus on the final goal, the mind with eternal peace and eternal happiness, right? Focus on it and keep working. Just like you go to Los Angeles without praying to meet any other town that you'll pass. You are bound to pass. Let them, when you meet those towns, so you bow your head and you keep on moving, right? Just like that. Keep on moving forward. And this is a very precious, very nice, non-sectarian theopath. It is going to be beneficial for all of you. First for you, and then for all the other people that you associate in your life, right? And finally for the whole world. So please ardently practice. Now everyone, please think. Together all of us gathered here, and first we paid respect to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. And then we practice this noble, non-sectarian, pure meditation technique, and then accumulated a lot of positive energy by the power of all this positive energy. Everyone, please think. May all our troubles be erased. May all the good things happen in our lives. Practicing this noble, non-sectarian, pure Dhamma path. May all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, please join your palms together and concentrate. Please concentrate. අභිවාදන සීලිස නිච්ඡං වද්දා පචායිනෝ චත්තාරෝ ධම්මා වඩන්ති ආයුවන්නෝ සුඛං බලං ආයුරාෝග්‍ය සංපatti සග්ග සංපatti මේවච අතෝ නිබ්බාන සංපatti ඉමිනාති samijjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night to everyone. Please take care, take rest, and see you again in the next week. Sukhi hotu. Stay healthy. Stay healthy. Good night, Ms. Nalini. Mr. Watt, good night.
Good night. Thank you so much, Bante.
May all the good happen to you. Ms. Rita, good night.
Oh, she will join us maybe next week. She's in
All right.
Florida for
All
2.5 months.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Good night, Buddhini Aki. Right, Mr. Watt, the others.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to unmute. I don't see my the host tools for me.
Let me do it for you.
Okay. Yes. Sorry, Bante.
Hello, Bante.
All right, Rahul, the Pragati, good night.
Okay, thank you, Bante.
Sorry about that. Something has happened.
No problem, Bante. Thank you so much.
Me all the good happened. Buddhini Aki, good night.
Good night, Swaminathan.
Good night, Aki.